Have you ever seen people like this? I don't know what I call, but anyway, so what happened is so when I went up to Maine, that's the reason I'm saying Maine, I decided to pick up presents. So he tells me he would rather have money. He said, you can have money, Keith, but let me also get you some presents. He says, okay. So I picked up like he always when he has wet bathing suit, he doesn't like to sit in the car. He's very particular about the towels and stuff. So I thought it'd be nice for him. And this came with like a pockets. Um, so it's called Lillian Vernon towels. Have you seen those? It's a So it's supposed to be going around a chair, and then you'll put it on, you'll wrap it and stuff. So I give it to him. I bought two, one for his boat, one for his car, because I know he loves to swim, suddenly go into the sea, and then jump in. So he got so angry with my present, isn't it? So then he actually explained to me how it's done. So I said, Keith, I can give you a present, but figure it out. If not, we'll do it later. He says, I don't want it. So then I said, okay. And so I'll take it back. No, you have given it to me. I'll do what I want. Okay. And then I said, online, there's a website, lillianvernon.com. We'll go figure it out, And so then I got like a little holder with wick to place a wick, because he likes to light candles. And that guy in the store said you can put like a little wick in and put like unburnt wax and do it. I would easily do it, But he says that's an improper way to use it, and you got something I cannot use. So I said, okay, I also have the money, but then he takes it anyway. And so we go to the yard. When he yanks, he says to me, just like your present, it is trashy looking. I was shocked. And I was saying, so he thinks of me as trash, right? Like indirectly what he's saying is, go pick it out from the trash. And I said, can you get it then? So he says, no, I'll flip a coin. If God tells me, I'll do it. So I said, I don't need to flip a coin. I know I want it back. So he says, go take it to, he has given me like a little space way out so he wouldn't have to see it. And he says he can go plant it there. I'm like saying, I really want to bless him. I want him to have a wonderful birthday. But I find it very challenging with him. So they all want to, your chocolate fell. So they all wanted to go for a walk, they said. And so I gave him money for dinner. So, we thought we'll go out. I thought I'll spend $100, like buffet and all is like $15 each. My youngest one was in the meat, so he was a little late. So he changed his mind. He says he doesn't want dinner. He says instead we can go for a walk. But he moved two of my towers. He yanked the plants. I had to work non-stop till 4. So then, by the time I came in, I was exhausted. They said, dinner is not on the menu anymore, only walk. I said, I cannot deal without dinner, Keith. He says, I'm all set. I don't need to eat, because in the morning they had bacon and stuff. I don't eat till 4. So I said, I really want to eat. Then, oh, by the way, how he greeted yesterday morning, right? We wake up. I'm giving him his presents. He says, did you brush your teeth? That's the way he'll greet me. He says, did you take your chlorella? I said, okay, Keith, please don't make me talk, okay? And I'll just give it to you. The more I explain, it aggravates him because I have bad breath, he says. So I had to go get the chlorella, take it, and then only I can talk to him. Good. But see, very good. So he treat me like a dog. So then afterwards, right in the evening, I said, Keith, I really need to eat. So he'll hang around. And if I don't put the fan on, his breathing will be affected. He'll like pick on me, like, so many things. I was exhausted by the time. And I said, can I just have 10 minutes in the kitchen? He was running the water to make it like Kangen water purified. He says, I know exactly how it feels. I get the same feeling when you're around. So he left me. Then he went to the porch. By the time he was a little mad. Because any correction I do, it's a very dangerous situation. I corrected him. So that's really bad. So, but he does it only with me though. I don't know what I have done to earn this. But anyway, so I initially thought I'll do spam. I was so hungry by then. I wanted to get the first can that was available. And I dumped it in the stove and I ate. And then after I ate, he says, okay, we are going for a walk. My tummy is like hurt and they are doing a climb, okay? And by this time, my son, my middle one, says, are you deliberately trying to delay us? And I was saying, Chris, I'm exhausted. I just ate. It hurts to walk, right? It's like having a cow. Like, you're a cow, you work the whole day, you cannot even finish your food, and you're being dragged. Yeah. So my husband says, I'm done. So he turns back. And I, by the time, was like, in a very low space. So I decided to lie down in that forest. And I said, let me just see whether even any kid comes back to find me. Nobody came except my youngest one. In a half hour, he came. And then he says, Mom, I waited for you. I came back. I said, thank you. I wanted to see whether anybody even notices something. So I went near my home in the yard. I decided to sit. I wanted to see whether my husband even cares. Till 10:30 at night, he never even came out to look for me. My eldest one didn't come to find me. My middle one went for a movie, didn't even look. His girlfriend. And that's why he was giving me an attitude, I think. And my eldest one was having a party. My youngest one went somewhere. And nobody knew till 10:30 I was not there. And I wept, and like I was thinking, even if I die, they don't care. So my teacher said, come for a 21-month program. I'll teach you everything to go beyond death. I really want to sign up and go, but like my youngest one, I need to raise sabbatical. So I think I wrote to him saying I can come earliest to 2022. And even now, today, right, they wanted me to go. I mean, like yesterday, he invited me for lunch. So I paid him $100. And today I'm not invited because they decided to go for Thai. I called him. I said, hey, can come join you. And he didn't answer the phone call because I offended him yesterday by not finishing the walk. And so I'm not included. They said, what do you want us to bring as a leftover? I said, I don't even like Thai. I just wanted to come for company. And they hung, and I had to hang up because my patient was here. When I called back, they said, they're already in the restaurant. I don't need to join them. And it's okay. And my husband didn't answer the phone call. My youngest one replied. So I told him, thank you for taking my phone call. That's my life yesterday. I think what he sees in me is, see, it took two people to move that tower, okay? My eldest one, my husband. I did single-handedly. I had to replant everything, right? And then I had to go get a hail bay to fill it in. And then he moved another thing of water saying there's mosquitoes. So I had to redo that garden. And the plants he took out, I had to dig and plant it. And then he felt offended I didn't cook for the kids, that he had to cook for the kids. So that is the reason he was very upset with me.
But so you didn't tell him to cook for the kids, right? He just
because assumed? No, the reason is I thought we are going for dinner. So I gave him the money. But my kids are very particular about bacon. And the way I cook, they don't like. So he has to make it because he fries them a little with lard and stuff. So they have a tendency to ask dad. If I told them, hey, I have rice, I can cook anything you want, like, I could have like did anything except the stuff the American made, the burgers and stuff. Because my way, I can put it in the oven, I can do steaming in aluminum foil and stuff with vegetables. They wouldn't like it like that. They want it grilled. And that's his grill. I don't know how to grill. And even if I grill, they will always find fault. Like, it's like too well done or so like it's like a culture, I didn't grow up with me. Like, there's no way I can please them. So they have an assumption I don't cook for them. It's not that. It's my food. They don't eat. Yeah. Whatever I cook, it doesn't matter. Right. Whether vegetables, anything, right? It's not up to their standards. So I find it, even if I cook, I'll end up eating it. They wouldn't eat it. So even if I give them money, they are not happy. Because the projection is mom doesn't cook. And the $100 bill, they were offended because they couldn't go out yesterday. So my middle one said, Mom, I don't want to hold on to your money. I gave them so that it'll look like they got a present for that. But they did get a very nice shirt for him. It says, I'm a Groot. Remember that Avenger movie? He loved it. He loved it because, so that is standard for him. And mine was a trash. I gave him a trash. I gave him money for his birthday, spending money, $100. Dinner money, I gave it to my kids so they can, feel as though they contributed. But I was surprised they got the present by themselves. So today, dinner I paid for, but they're all angry at me.
Maybe you should just ignore them all. Yeah.
And I think, see, my teacher, when I called, he said, failing your marriage coming to me is not okay. You need to be successful, then only I'll accept. He says, giving up things is not okay. So he says, choose life. Even if it is painful, keep choosing life. So I have to now, the only way he'll talk is I have to tonight go and say, Keith, I am so sorry I acted out. I was not in a healthy place. These are the dialogues I have to say. I said, hey, I would really love to go to Rhode Island Cliff, because I find it very spiritual. He says, nope. He says that's, I cannot go. That's not a good thing. And I said, okay, Keith, I'll go by myself. He says, if you want my company, I said, no, I don't need your company. So that's what I'm going to do after I finish with you guys. I'm going to go just have some peaceful time, go. Because literally I can please nobody in my home anymore. It's like, even my own yard, I cannot have it as a space to garden, because everything is controlled. I have no space that I can call my own. Says, if you want, go back to your office and garden. He says, you're not. This is our common area. But common, he says, oh, by the way, we have 3 milk thistle growing. 3 milk thistle growing. He wants to give me an ultimatum. Of those 3, I can decide only about 1. 2 has to be dug up. And then we have 2 aspen, aspen growing. If I don't agree with him, 1 would be gone. If I agree with him, I can point which one he would kill. And we have poison ivy. And he says he's going to do DDT spray. I said, Keith, that will kill all the bees. So he says, doesn't matter. He cannot allow me to garden. So I find it exhausting to work with him. It almost feels like Alice in Wonderland, where each time he'll do a little swipe and I'll be in Grand Canyon. And I have to trek when I come up, right? Next step again. It's like whack, whack, whack. And so he says, like yesterday, after he yanked all my plants, he looked at rhododendron. He says, "Honey, look at the rhododendron. Isn't it so beautiful?" And that's the time he called me a trash. So I couldn't even look up without pain. And he says, "Be grateful, honey. Be grateful for what a beautiful life I have provided you. Three wonderful boys."
If I
So,
take him to a cliff.